Today's game is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Your Northwest-grown, employee-owned Bi-Mart, just right for the Northwest. AT&T, your world delivered. And by Pepsi. Every step gets you closer. Log on to PepsiStuff.com.
Welcome back. Kyle Brotzman is attempting to kick a 51-yard field goal. He's a Lou Groza Award semifinalist from a year ago. 16 of 18 on the season. It's a long one. It's on the way. It has the distance. It is good. A 51-yarder, and the Broncos are on the board.
That was a nice kick. He got everything into that. And some.
Kyle Brotzman, 39 yards of plays. That's 6.
Boy, he really hit it.
He did.
Great height. No doubt. I mean,
right down the
couldn't
middle.
hit it anymore. Right down the middle.
Yeah, right down the middle with about 10 yards to spare.
That would have gone through the Arena League goalposts.
It's an accurate kick right there.
Holy smokes. Well, that's a big weapon for the Broncos. They cut the lead in half here, 6-3. Hey fans, Derry Mart wants to team up to send you and a guest to a game here at Autzen Stadium along with Pepsi. November 15th against Arizona. You can win tickets, hospitality passes, and great duck gear. Just head to your local Derry Mart. All you got to do is sign up. No trivia questions or anything. Just sign your name. And we'll pick one out and send someone here to Autzen for the game against Arizona. Well, they got 3 out of it, Anthony.
It was a positive thing. You know, it was a positive for the offense to get something out of that drive. But you got to look at the pass interference call.
Brotzman will kick off with a line drive. Going to come down and go through the end zone, and the Ducks will start at the 20.
I think the Broncos have a different problem right here, is dealing with the running game of Oregon, dealing with number 9, LeGarrette Blount. They got to find a way to stop him, slow him down. Oregon did a nice job of controlling the clock. That was a very fast quarter. But Oregon was running the football so much, moving the ball down the field, that the Broncos couldn't get off the field.
Ducks have attempted 4 passes, 3 completions in the game. They've run the ball 16 times. So they had 17 plays in that first quarter, which is, right there on average. Although last week they ran, in the 90s with the 2 overtimes. They're really good at running the ball. Now a little pitch to the outside, and Johnson trying to get the corner, and he goes out of bounds, and we'll lose a couple of yards.
When you try to run east and west on this football team, on the Boise State football team, they're very fast. They're not real big, but they can go east and west. Jerron Johnson, he's a player. Number 23 for Boise State, big hitter.
Second and long now, second and 11. They send Dixon in motion. We'll try the same thing over here. And it's going to be the same result. They lose 2 yards.
Well, you're trying to catch Boise State off guard, but running to the sideline. When you look at this, you wonder why you go away from what was working. That was running inside, running right at the attacking the football team, the deep football team. Here they're trying to run to the sideline. Again, very fast football team. Not big, Boise State, but they're very fast.
Third and 13 for Masoli. Going to hand the ball off on 3rd and 13 and punt the football.
Johnson carries to the 23. Gain of 6.
I think you got 60,000 people just scratching their head right now.
Well, yeah. Chip Kelly's trying to set something up maybe with the running game, running so much, trying to play it safe here. You don't want a young quarterback to throw an interception down here when you're kind of backed up.
Inning Ferretta deep for the Broncos.
Josh Cyree back to punt. Broncos should get pretty good field position out of this. Almost gets it rocked, and it's not a good punt. It's definitely effective. He sent it straight out of bounds, and this could be about a 5-yard punt. Boy, that was just a terrible exchange for Oregon. It's going to be a 3-yard punt by Josh Cyree.
Well, he had to rush it because he had pressure to the right side. Right there, you feel like somebody was coming. As a punter, and you feel like somebody's coming, you want to go out of your technique. and rush the ball. Now put the defense in a tough spot. Very important right here just to keep them out of the end zone.
Boy, it's hard to believe what has just happened. 3 running plays, 1 on 3rd and 13, and then a 3-yard punt. And here the Broncos are already in position to tie the game, and now trying to take the lead. Johnson in the backfield. He'll get stacked up at the 28-yard line. He'll lose a couple of yards. Anthony, we talked earlier about not giving a team a chance and giving them momentum and excitement, and the momentum is all on the Boise State side right now. And we've seen these games where they get away early and then you don't have to worry about it. But if they stay tight through halftime, it's a nail biter all the way.
Well, you do wonder what happened on that last series with the offense. They run the football 3 times in a row. You're thinking Chip Kelly saying, well, I don't want to throw the football down here, throw an interception. But I still believe you have to be on the attack mode. Who's ever in the football game, you still have to attack the defense.
Second down and 12. Nobody back there to help Moore. Russell rushing 3. Now Moore's going to throw it out over the middle, has a completion, and picks up about 7 yards. He was very close to the line of scrimmage, but got it away in time.
Looked like he was getting ready to take off. Did a nice job of keeping his composure and throwing the football. Get some positive yards. Again, another low snap. Might become a factor later on.
Big 3rd down and 4. This is a gift possession for the Broncos after a 3-yard punt. Moore to throw. Throws it over the middle. Caught. Broncos have a first down at the 10-yard line.
That time the Boise State Broncos receivers were flooding the zone. Guys running crossing routes, getting into one area. Then the guy sits right in an open spot. Look like Oregon's playing zone coverage. When you see zone coverage as a receiver, you want to go to a certain spot and sit there. Be a big target for your quarterback.
7 of 10, 71. He's only been hit 1 time. Quick on the line. They pitch it out there to Ian Johnson, who gets stacked up at the 10-yard line. Almost fumbled the ball, as did Moore, as they went on a quick snap there, trying to catch Oregon off guard.
I'll tell you, T.J. Ward, he's becoming an impact player in the Pac-10. Number 2, the free safety. He's laying some hits on people, and that's what you got to do as a free safety. You got to come up and lay the boom. He's doing that. Keep an eye on number 2.
Broncos have already cashed in on one Oregon mistake. That was the pass interference call. Of course, you can define the mistake there and who made the mistake. And now trying to do it again. Here's Moore over the middle, wide open, touchdown Broncos.
That was a nice job by Moore. Again, being patient in this offense.
Tommy Gallardo with the catch.
And Tommy attacks the young linebacker, Casey Matthews. As a linebacker, you got to sync with that guy. He's trying to hit the seam. You got to come back with him. He didn't get back far enough.
Extra points up and good, and the Boise State Broncos lead it 10-6 over the Oregon Ducks here at Austin Stadium. Same drill as a week ago. Another mistake leads to opponent's points. Back with more after this.
Nice is bigger than it looks. It's about more than manners or wide smiles or good karma. Nice is about respect, connecting, humanness, and understanding that we really are all in this thing together. At Oregon Community Credit Union, we're lucky. We get to choose how we do business, and for over 50 years, we've chosen nice. Remarkably nice.
If you think all denture offices are the same, here's something to chew on. For over 30 years, the most respected denturists in the United States have been right here in Oregon. Natural Dentures has been pioneering new techniques and procedures not available at other offices for years.
Give us 30 minutes and we'll have you smiling again.
Visit Natural Dentures in Eugene, Corvallis, Salem, or online at naturaldentures.com.
10-6, the Broncos lead the Oregon Ducks here with 10:53 to go in the quarter. Everything that they want to do is going their way, Anthony, right now, and got a good play here on third down.
Number 55 of the Ducks didn't get back, didn't jam the tight end. First of all, you have to hit the tight end. You got to put something on the tight end to slow him down. He's attacking the defense. That didn't happen with Casey Matthews, and then he didn't sync with him. When you're talking about in the red zone, you have to sync as a linebacker. You need to drop back. That didn't happen. That's why it's a touchdown.
Carl's Jr. scoring drive, 5 plays, 26 yards, 234 for Boise State, and they are jacked. The Bronco fans and the players sky high here. Again, this is their Super Bowl. This is their biggest game they will play this year, including their bowl game. For Oregon, it's having to survive the whole thing, and so far the Broncos are getting it going. This one's on the turf. It gets picked up by Patrick Chung, and now he's got to try to make something of it. Chung at least gets back to the 17 and takes a head-first hit, and the Ducks will start there.
You know, I'm watching this Boise State football team, and these referees need to watch the spearing. I mean, these guys are leading with their head. And watch at the end of the play, Patrick Chung, he fights for the football, does a nice job of staying with it, then going north and south, which is very important as a kick return. You can't go to the sideline, get north and south. But watch at the end of the play, right here, the guy leads with his head. Man, you got to be careful with that.
Chris Harper's the quarterback. LeGarrette Blount is the tailback. Hand it off to Blount. Ducks are just running exclusively. The Broncos are really getting drawn up into it. And Anthony, at some point they got to throw, aren't they?
Well,
that's their 20th rush.
Yeah, they got to throw the football. And what I'm seeing right now for the Bronco defense, they're being very disciplined. They're staying home. They're not chasing anything. The defensive ends, they're just staying in one spot and waiting for the running back to come back to them.
2nd down and 8. They'll run it again. Blount looking for some blockers. Has some. And now Blount into the secondary. And we'll take it out about the 37-yard line.
The thing about if you keep feeding the young man, kid number 9, okay, he's going to get healthy. I mean, when I say healthy, is that he's going to get more powerful and powerful, stronger and stronger, and those holes will come. But you're right. At some point, the ball has to be in the air.
Just more than 10 to go here in the second quarter. That's Jeffrey Mayle in motion. Handed up off the middle to LeGarrette Blount. He stays on his feet. LeGarrette Blount still on his feet into Boise State territory at the 45-yard line.
You know, LeGarrette Blount is not out of high school. He's a JC transfer. But I tell you what, he is so strong. This kid could play in the NFL right now. I'm telling you that right now. I've faced a lot of running backs. He is a strong young man that keeps the legs going nonstop.
Blount has it again. They stack him up after a yard gain. And the other part of the running here, Anthony, is that I know this is a read play, but the quarterbacks, except for Masoli Scramble, haven't carried the ball. Chris Harper without a carry yet.
Yeah, and well, they want to give the ball to the running backs. They want to suck Boise State in. Eventually, that quarterback will take the football. But if you're not stopping the running game of the running backs, why take the football?
2nd down and 8. That's 126 rushing yards, but they trail. Terrence Scott goes in motion. Now Harper keeps it. He goes up the middle and dives forward. There's a flag down on the play.
I think they were mixed up with the formation from the beginning.
Illegal formation, offense. 6 men on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 2nd down.
And that's what happens when you have a young quarterback in the game right now, Chris Harper. A lot of times you have a veteran quarterback that can get everybody lined up right, understanding that, hey, you know, we got an illegal formation, you're on the ball, you get off the ball. And you got a young quarterback in the game, he tends not to look at that stuff. He's trying to figure out what the defense they're running and who to hand the ball off, not looking at his own guys to see if they're lined up right. Lack of experience, he'll gain that by playing football here.
2nd down and 14. Jeremiah Johnson, nowhere to go. Johnson does well just to get back to the far side. And and not lose yards. Picked up 1 and out of 3rd and long.
When you're talking about 3rd and long, now you want to see the quarterback throw the football. Now you want to see Chris Harper sling it down the field. You got 3 good receivers, Jason Williams, Jeffrey Mayo, and Terrence Scott. They haven't touched the ball yet.
Big 3rd and 11 play. Ducks have made just enough mistakes. They're going to hand the ball off. Jeremiah Johnson. And he goes down after 4 or 5 yards on the play. And they say it's a fumble, and Boise State has it. I think they called a fumble for Boise State. They're still talking about it. I think he pointed for Boise State. It is Boise State football. 3rd and 12, and they ran it again, Anthony. There's got to be something else going on, just from a trust standpoint.
Yeah, there is. Well, the ball is out. There's no doubt about it. The ball is out on the ground.
And we'll take a break here at Austin Stadium. The Ducks have run 24 running plays. They trail it 10-6.
Bi-Mart's here to help you get geared up for terrific hunting and camping. Update your gear and find rifles and shotguns by Remington and the best scopes by Loophole. Bi-Mart has competitive prices on great quality camo gear and the name brand ammunition you trust. Find the best deals on Wenzel sleeping bags in a variety of weights and sizes. Make your trip easier with terrific values on Coleman lanterns and Igloo coolers. You'll find it all at Bi-Mart, and all at prices that make your dollar go farther. Great hunting and camping starts with great gear at Bi-Mart, just right for the Northwest.
CEOs' salaries and benefits are getting fatter and fatter, while workers face soaring gas prices, foreclosures, and rising healthcare costs. The Employee Free Choice Act gives workers the freedom to form a union so they can earn better wages, retirement security, and healthcare coverage. Call Gordon Smith. Tell him to support the Employee Free Choice Act and stop siding with wealthy CEOs over working families. American Rights at Work is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I'm Larry Massey, and I approve this message.
This election year, you'll hear a lot of car dealers promise easy financing, but when it comes time to make the deal, they're still talking. Only one is proving it every day. For years, Larry Massey has been helping good people who just happen to have really bad credit.
Financing.
A man true to his word. For an easy car buying experience, choose Larry Massey.
Apply for credit online at drivemassey.com and buy the car you want today.
This message paid for by the Get Her Done Committee.
We're back here at Austin Stadium, everyone. Boise State with the lead and the ball with 8:47 to go in the first quarter. Oregon's only had 4 possessions, Anthony, and not going the way they had hoped at all in this game.
Well, you want Oregon to sometime here throw the football, use the playmakers, which are receivers down the field to help you out, get the first down.
Moore going to take one deep. Looking in the outfield, and I think an amazing catch was made by Boise State inside the 20. He just threw it up, and they made the catch. Jeremy Childs with a Hail Mary catch. 3 Oregon Ducks right around him.
Well, then here's where, as a defensive back, you got to go make the play. Do you want it worse to them? TJ Ward mistimed his jump. He had the right angle. He slowed down too much. Anytime you slow down as a defensive back, you slow your feet down. That ball's still sailing over your head.
It's under review.
They're going to review whether or not the ball hit the ground.
I thought it hit the ground because it looked like Childs was looking at the ball on his stomach.
The Ducks certainly need a break. They just can't seem to get anything to go their way.
That ball hit the ground. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Under it.
The key is having the hands underneath the ball when it hit the ground. I don't know if he had both hands underneath the ball when it hit the ground. Here's the ball. That ball came out. I think that ball came out.
It's really hard to tell. Maybe this will give us the best look. So we can't freeze it right when he goes to the ground here.
And if you see both hands underneath the ground, there's the football going down right there. He didn't have that secure.
He landed on the ball.
He landed. That's not a catch. The ball, your hands have to be underneath the ball for it to be a catch.
Well, we'll see what they decide.
Comcast cable, high-speed internet, and home phone delivered to you on our own fiber optic network.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
First down for the Broncos. Anthony, I know there's only 8:38 left in the second quarter, so I don't mean to be alarmist, but Oregon's in trouble. They clearly don't have a lot of confidence they can throw the ball.
Well, when people say in trouble, I think they should say, if they're in trouble, if they keep doing what they're doing. They're running the football well, but you have to throw the ball down the field eventually to slow up this defensive Bronco football team. They're looking at run. They're going to stop the run.
First and 10 for the Broncos inside the 20. More little play action. They on the throwback. They get the completion inside the 10 and a first down at the 6-yard line.
So the Broncos offense is very unique. They do a lot of different things, a lot of misdirections. They'll roll the quarterback one way and throw back the other way to the tight ends. They use the tight end and their H-back quite a bit in the passing offense. So it's giving some fits right now for the Duck defense.
First and goal from the 6. They'll give it to Ian Johnson. He goes into the end zone, and the Broncos with 17 straight points against the Ducks after the extra point. Doesn't qualify as disaster, but certainly on the way to that unless Oregon changes some things.
Well, it's a wake-up call, and Oregon is not playing bad football. They're just not making any plays. It comes down to making plays on the football field. T.J. Ward had a chance to make an interception, yet the other guy, Childs, caught the football. That resulted into a touchdown.
Rochman in for the extra point, and he sends it right through. Again, one of the best kickers in the nation. And just like that, the Broncos are on top. 17-6 here at Autzen Stadium.
Gentlemen, here are your prime rib burgers.
You know, I've never had it like that with the prime rib on top or whatever.
This is really good. I'm like full.
Oh,
Why don't they take it in the back? Is that the chef?
Nice.
That's funny. How are your burgers?
They were terrific.
Oh,
I'll pay
yeah.
$14 any day for that burger.
Well, you don't have to. That's a Carl's Jr. $6 burger.
Yes.
Introducing the Prime Rib $6 burger, only at Carl's Jr.
Guarantee RV Center has always been known for bargains.
Guarantee RV is expanding with more bargains than ever. Bring your family and enjoy grand opening specials. Every trailer, van camper, fifth wheel, and truck camper is at an unheard of rock bottom price. More makes, more models, and flat out more units than any dealer in Oregon. You'll save thousands with prices posted on most pre-owned units. Plus, register to win great prizes. It's all happening right now at the world famous Guarantee RV. We don't just sell fun, we guarantee it.
An NBA All-Star, an Olympic coach, the Summer League MVP,
good hand, Bayless can't and one, and he howls it.
A FIBA World Champion,
Here's a pass from Rubio to Menendez,
and a #1 draft pick. Featuring over 50 exclusive games, Comcast Sportsnet is your home of the Portland Trailblazers. Game on.
Well, Boise State Super Bowl is going super for them so far.
They're playing very solid football.
It's a dangerous thing, Anthony, when a team comes in and it's their world. It's everything to them. They don't play a single other good team all year until they play Fresno State. And an Oregon team who just wants to get to Pac-10 play. This kickoff is going to go into the end zone and out. Crenshaw lets it go over his head. And it actually started at the 20, but more motion. Certainly more passing, and they're not making mistakes.
Well, and looking at Oregon right now, they're starting to look a little flat. Not taken from the running backs. The running backs are doing a great job. Offensive linemen are getting some holes. But when you become 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, if there's no threat to throw the football, then Boise State's defense is going to stack up the box area and stop the running game. It's hard to pick up 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 on a running play.
Yards don't win games. Points do. Oregon has a lot of yards, but they don't have any points to speak of other than the 6 points that LeGarrette Blount gave him. As he picks up 5 yards, and we're halfway through the second quarter now. A lot of football to be played, but
yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. It's not time to panic. It's not time to maybe start slinging the ball. You can still run the football. Right now, you need to keep the Boise's offense off the field. So control the clock here with the Oregon offense.
Penalty flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Good ball. Ball start. Number 4, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
When you're looking at this Oregon offense, you're watching their demeanor. You got to make sure that they're up and they're moving around and they're not moping around because, again, it's only the second quarter, 17-6. That is nothing in football. So it's a lot of football to be played.
Blunt gets something out of nothing. Boy, there was nothing there, and LeGarrette Blunt picked up 15 yards.
Well, the linebacker was in the hole to make a play, and he missed the tackle. And I don't know how, as a linebacker, how you miss the tackle when you're in the hole. Just you and the linebacker, he ducks his head. See, these linebackers are little guys, Joe. They're 211, 205. They're going at the legs of LeGarrette, and he's just jumping over him.
Big first down for LeGarrette Blunt. He's carrying the entire load so far. Here he is again, looking for some room. And he'll pick up maybe 3 yards on the play.
Well, one thing you don't want to do is wear LeGarrette Blunt out either. I mean, he's taking a pounding. Mixing some play action in a little bit here and there and try to get the defense off balance.
Ducks on the ball on a 2nd down and 7. They'll give it to LeGarrette again, looking for blockers, and he gets hit and stopped. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, here again,
fans get frustrated too.
Well, as a young man, you start to get tired. As a running back, the defense is tired, but you're tired too. So that cutback is not as quick as you want it to be. And right here, he tries to cut back. He sees the cutback. It's a nice job of the defender coming in and making a play.
3rd down 7. The Boise State fans are just beside themselves here in Autzen. We'll fake this time. Harper looking to throw. Still looking to throw. And he runs out of room and just throws it away. And there's a definite problem with the Oregon offense here today, Anthony.
Well, yeah, the passing game is not there. And I'm surprised that Jeremiah is not in the football game to throw some more balls. I mean, he's done a great job while he is in there. They're going with Chris Harper. Just run the football, but Chris maybe has some problems throwing the ball down the field.
Taking it to the 22-yard line and up to the 27.
40 yards on the kick.
And the Broncos will start from there.
Well, it's here where the defense for the Ducks need to make a stand. They need to make a turnover. They got to wake this crowd up. They got to get the offense back on the field. They got to make some plays. It's all about making plays as a football player.
Fans, make sure to show your true Duck spirit by purchasing the Live Green Yellow Spirit t-shirt at nearby Duck stores or online at GoDucks.com. 1st and 10 for Boise State. Ducks need to stop here, Anthony. On the ropes. Early. A lot of time left, but you don't want to go down to this team 24-6. Moore throws it complete. 1st down. And he has not been touched except for that first play.
Yeah, the offensive line is doing a great job, the underachievers, of keeping their quarterback from hitting the ground. I mean, a great job using their footwork and maybe being undersized. They're just as quick as the defensive line of Oregon. That might be a good thing. Everybody thought it was a negative thing. They're going to get overrun by the defensive line, but the smaller linemen of Boise State, a lot quicker.
Big play made by Rashawn Harris after a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Rashawn Harris, Sonny Harris, and Cole Linehan are the 2 defensive tackles for Oregon. Have done a great job so far in stopping the run inside. If the ball's coming inside, those 2 guys say, hey, it's not coming our way. Number 91 and 97, big guys in the middle, hold up their own.
Down to 5 minutes in the second quarter. Ducks bringing some pressure this time, and he gets hit, and it is dropped a little bit short, and it'll be 3rd and long. So they finally get to him.
Well, they sent the house on that blitz. They sent everybody and their mom, the aunt, the uncle, the grandmama, all of them. And Kelly wanted to hold this football. Kellen wanted to hold this football. It's a long developing route. Didn't have a chance.
They're down 12 for Boise State. Ducks trying to come alive here after scoring the first touchdown of the game. Here comes the pressure again. He gets rid of it quickly and a first down for the Broncos. Moore is just getting it done for Boise State right now.
He's unbelievable. And, you know, I think without Walter Thurman third in the game, Willie Glasper's in for him and Jackson's in for him. They're throwing the ball outside right here. I mean, he just sits in the pocket and swings his football outside. This guy catches the ball.
This is just, you know, tough to watch, Anthony, because there's not a single coach in America that would trade players.
No, oh no.
Anywhere. Not a single one. Yet Boise State leads at 17-6. And look at this formation. 5 players in the near side, little swinging gate play, and they're going to pick up 1 yard on it. Jeremy Childs on the reception.
It's a nice job by the Ducks. When all of a sudden you see an unusual formation, don't panic. You've probably seen it in practice. Just line up and go make a play. But I'm really impressed with this number 11, Kellen Moore. Done a great job as a redshirt freshman, keeping his poise in the pocket, knowing he's going to take a hit. Not a real big quarterback, 6 foot, 187 pounds.
He's 12 of 16 for 167 already. Under 4 to go in the first half. Moore, again, plenty of time, complete. They'll pick up 6 yards. Looks easy. Well, it just looks easy.
Yeah, they're throwing the ball all over the field. They're really using the field, using every receiver on the football field, the tight end, the running back. They're spreading the defense out. And these guys are just, they're working on the sticks. They're moving the football down the field. 5 yards here, 7 yards here, 8 yards there.
I don't think they've made a single mistake in the game, Anthony. Hand the ball off up the middle. It's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards, and now they need to make a decision if they want to go for it or give Oregon a chance to cut the lead, maybe if they don't.
Well, they're going to go for it.
Or try a long field goal.
They're going to go for his first down.
Kind of a risky decision here. If you don't make it, the Ducks have a great chance to get some points on the board before halftime. But why not? It's your Super Bowl. I mean, it's not like you're going to get up for Louisiana Tech or San Jose State. You might as well do it now. Moore throws it out over the middle. Wide open. The catch is made. Inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Mark it to the 3.
I tell you, they're coming out the playbook with everything that you haven't seen. And Kellen Moore is orchestrating the offense, doing a great job here. A little play action, hide behind everybody. There goes the tight end. You have to read your keys as a defensive player. Look at your keys. Your keys will lead you to the football.
They'll hand it off up the middle. Nothing doing there. Just absolute shock in the stadium right now, Anthony. They're not playing a team that has better players than they do. They're not. And yet they're losing 17-6.
The thing about football is that on any given day, anybody can beat anybody, and that's why they play the game. And Boise State is coming out to play the football game today. You might not have the better football players on the football team, but you're playing better than the other football team.
2 minutes to go in the half. Ducks just trying to avert a 24-6 deficit at halftime and trying to force them to 3. 2nd and goal. Play action. Wide open in the end zone. Another touchdown for Boise State. This is unbelievable right now. Oregon is getting dominated by Boise State here in the first half.
And Oregon's getting dominated by the play action. The play action is killing the linebackers and the defensive backs of Oregon. And I think it might have been T.J. Ward had the tight end on man-to-man, or somebody's deep to come up on the run. Play action, it's a pass.
I can't remember a single game in the stadium where I felt like I do right now.
That was bad, I'm sorry.
Maybe the Indiana game is the only thing that comes anywhere close as the Broncos put it up and through. And Boise State from the Western Athletic Conference leads Oregon 24-6 with 1:53 to go here in the half.
Whoever said guys don't like shopping hasn't been to the Dodge Truck Shop Till You Drive clearance event. We're taking up to 40% off MSRP on the 08 Ram 1500. Or get 0% financing for 72 months plus $4,000 bonus cash on Ram 1500 Quad Cab. With a huge selection and great deals, you'll be like a kid in a candy store. Get the truck you want before someone else does at the Dodge Shop Till You Drive clearance event today. These offers won't last. Get to it.
For the best selection of kayaks in Portland, you have to check out Next Adventure. The experienced staff knows the area and can help you find exactly what you're looking for at great prices every day. Next Adventure is your exclusive dealer for Hobie fishing kayaks. The revolutionary hands-free pedal system allows you to troll and cast with ease. The Hobie has lots of amenities, like kick-up rudder, plenty of storage, and is so easy to use, it's a fisherman's dream. Come see for yourself at Deke and Brian's Next Adventure, two local guys and crew who understand adventure.
Need some duck football on Sundays?
10-5, touchdown!
Then tune in for Sunday Night Live with Mike Bellotti.
A spin, headed to the end zone!
Get inside the locker room and head down the sidelines for the most in-depth Oregon football coverage around. It's duck football like you've never seen it. Don't miss Sunday Night Live with Mike Bellotti. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. on Comcast Sportsnet. Game on.
1:53 to go here in the second quarter. Boise State all over Oregon, 24 unanswered points. It all started to go bad when Oregon didn't convert on a fake extra point, and from then on it's been nothing but Boise State. Andre Crenshaw with it, looking for some room. Crenshaw out across the 30, makes a move, and the kicker gets him by the shoestring at the 39. You almost feel, Anthony, like they have to score right now.
Well, they got to get something. They got to get 3 points. You got to get some kind of momentum in the ball game on their side, because the defense right now is reeling. They're reeling in, trying to figure out what's going on out there. And the biggest thing that's beaten the Oregon defense is play action.
Jeremiah Johnson is back in the game at tailback. Broncos have owned field position all game long. Harper is the quarterback. 146, all the timeouts are there. Harper's going to keep it. Makes one guy miss, and we'll pick up about 5 on the play.
Harper on the quarterback keeper, gain of 5.
Here's where you like your nice quarterback that can drop back and throw the football down the field. And they believe in Chris Harper. That's a great thing, but he needs to be able to throw the ball down the field.
Well, we know Masoli can throw it. Here's Johnson. He cuts it back and makes a move. Jeremiah in Boise State territory to the 41-yard line.
I mean, if we had a passing game, you're running the ball like crazy. You're unstoppable in the running game.
The thing about the running game is it uses a lot of clock unless you score.
Yeah.
Makes the game pretty short, too, especially when you're behind. Harper ushered out of bounds after no gain.
Harper on the keeper out of bounds for no gain. Run by Kyle Wilson.
That's what's nice to have a quarterback with a double threat. He can run and he can throw. And, as a quarterback, you have to learn that using your arm, you can get the ball down the field a lot easier. Less wear and tear on your body.
Second down and 10. Johnson looking for something. They just keep running the same play. And out of bounds. Fans are just really frustrated right now. Listen to them.
I haven't heard that in Austin Stadium in I don't know. I don't think I ever. I mean, all the fans are wondering, can you throw the football down the field?
Maybe Masoli got hurt on that first big hit early in the game. Have to check into that. Here's Harper. This time he's back to throw. Now he throws it out over the middle, and it's incomplete. 55 seconds to go. And now you got to make a decision. You want to punt or go for it? Trailing 24-6.
Great time. I mean, a lot of protection for the football. I mean, if he leads this football,
it's too late.
Defense number 98 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. Replay, third down.
Break there.
Yeah, big break. I'm looking for Jeremiah Masoli on the sideline. See where he is, whether he was injured or had an injury earlier, because we know Jeremiah has a gun for an arm. 3rd and 8. Harper going to throw it this time. Now he's going to try to run it. Harper looking for some room. A lot of speed. Harper inside the 30 to the 20 and goes out of bounds. 46 seconds left in the half.
Very positive play. Now, if he can sit in his pocket, he can sit in the pocket, look downfield, and there's nothing there, then he's very tough to defend because all the DBs, Joe, and the linebackers are dropped back.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line for Chris Harper. Harper hands it off to LeGarrette Blunt. He's stacked up, and Oregon's going to have to use a timeout now.
Well, Oregon has to walk away with something here. You got to walk away with something. Nice movement by the offense, moving the ball down the field, even though every play was a running play. But you're right, there may be something going on that we don't know about with Jeremiah on the sideline, not playing in the game. Or, again, maybe they're feeling that they're comfortable with Chris Harper running the show.
Well, Masoli took a big hit on that first series of the game. And you wonder if he got dinged up there.
Right.
And it was a personal foul penalty. I think we both thought that it was possible grounds for an ejection. That
Correct.
didn't come. But we'll have to see if we can find some information out when Jay Allen gets a chance to talk to Coach Bellotti as he goes into the locker room.
Well, and the funny thing is when those guys go to the sideline like that, Justin Roper is right there going to Chris Harper with the coaches. Where's Jeremiah? How come he doesn't go to the, with the coaches and to Chris Harper and understand what's going on with the play?
I can't even find him on the sideline. And I'm looking. 2nd down and 8 for Harper. The freshman quarterback is going to have to try to direct a big comeback. Harper with the ball, looking, throws it, and it's intercepted at the 1-yard line.
Well, that's a tough throw for a young guy to throw across his body. I mean, that you don't have a strong enough arm to do that. He's throwing, his feet are not set. And that's the biggest thing. And what Coach Bellotti talks about Chris Harper is his footwork, throwing the football with his footwork, getting his feet set. In high school, he can get away with that. In college, he can't.
Duck's 2nd turnover of the day. And Boise State is going to go into the break with a gigantic lead here at Autzen.
That was an interesting play on that last play with Chris Harper trying to roll, and it looked like he's trying to get guys going across the field. And the type of offense that you want, if you're going to roll out Chris Harper to the side, you want the receivers going to the sideline as well. But Chris Harper has to learn, don't throw back against your body. It's a tough throw.
30 seconds on the game clock.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens at halftime, how you talk to this football team. There's only so many games that you can keep coming back from behind.
Well, it's a bigger deficit than they faced last week, Anthony, on the road at Purdue. And it took them the entire second half to get back and get that to overtime. And they won it in overtime. The thing is, it's the mode of the game. In other words, a team like Boise State, if you can just put them down early, then it's over, like Georgia did when they played them a few years ago. But Now, you know, if Oregon wins, it's going to be like a last play or a sweeper. I mean, you know, you're so far down right now, it's going to take one of the greatest comebacks in the program's history to win the game. Oh, yeah.
Johnson, ball carrier.
Well, it's a battle. And again, you know, Jeremiah, he's not around. And we're trying to figure out where he's if he's on the sideline or what's happening. And it's all on Chris Harper.
Ducks call timeout on the play. They don't have another timeout, so the Broncos can just take a knee here and go into halftime. Hey fans, volleyball starts Pac-10 play pretty soon here, coming up in October. Want to make sure you get out to Matt Court and see it. The next homestand is against UCLA, Friday, October 3rd, and USC, October 4th at Matt Court, 7 o'clock on both games. The Oregon volleyball team ranked in the top 15 in the country. Your chance to see one of the best teams in the country, led by head coach Jim Moore and an experienced group of Ducks, against the Bruins and the Trojans at Matt Court. We'll see you there.
Expand your tradition, show your pride, wear the colors. Every Friday, students, alumni, and fans bring the colors of their favorite school.
There's Rashawn Harris. Again, the Broncos can just take a knee here or plunge up the middle. And they do, and that'll be the end of the half. And so, what happens at halftime, Anthony? What's the conversation?
Another good talking to this Oregon football team. Said time to wake up. And you know what? Again, it's about making plays for the football team for Oregon. Boise State is making plays. Oregon, they're not making plays.
Broncos go over to their fans and celebrate here at halftime.
Well, that's a mistake now because the game's not over. You start to celebrate too quick.
See if we can't head down to head coach Mike Bellotti. Jay is looking for him right now, and we'll see if Jay can find him here at halftime. Here comes the coach right now. Let's go down to Jay Allen. Jay?
All right, Coach, a couple turnovers, that short punt. Boise State took advantage in that first half.
Yeah, they did a very nice job, and we're a little hamstrung at the quarterback position right now. Our mistakes are killing us. You can't give a good team those opportunities.
What's the update on Jeremiah Masoli?
We'll know more at halftime.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, back upstairs.
So that tells you right there is an issue with Jeremiah Masoli, and we'll have to find out what it is. And I think it happened on that first play, Anthony, on that personal foul penalty.
Yeah.
Boise State came in with a mission to go after the quarterback. They talked about it all week. They did. They got one of the quarterbacks out there, and now the Ducks are left with Chris Harper. We're back here at halftime after this.
You know the cool thing about having an O for a symbol? You learn to see endless potential everywhere you go. The University of Oregon.
At the highest level, when everything is on the line, the best in the world reach for TaylorMade. More than Callaway, Cleveland, Cobra, Nike, and Ping combined. TaylorMade, the #1 driver in golf.
This big buffalo looks at us and started coming in as a full charge.
For the inside scoop on everything in the Northwest Outdoors, don't miss Outdoor GPS every Friday through Monday, live at 8 a.m. on Comcast Sportsnet.
Celebrate GM's 100-year anniversary with the employee discount for everyone going on now at Kendall Chevrolet and Cadillac. That's right, for a limited time, you pay what we pay and not a cent more. Plus, get up to $5,000 in rebates on Avalanche, Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban. Like these 2008 Silverado 1500 extended cab 4x4s, now just $19,541. You pay what we pay during the employee discount for everyone event, only at Kendall Chevrolet and Cadillac.
Hey, co-eds, stop goofing around and make your vote heard.
Kick it! Word up!
Get the Comcast Double Play. Add Comcast digital cable and high-speed internet today. Call 1-800-COMCAST for details.
Count me in.
Then go to Comcast.indecision2008.com to enter the Comedy Central Virtual Podium Contest. Create a video response to our question and send the link to your friends to vote on.
Get out there and vote.
Get as many votes as you can, and you could win a trip to New York City to attend Comedy Central's election night party. Enter at Comcast.indecision2008.com.
Welcome everyone to our AT&T halftime report, and that's really the score. If you've been out on a kids' sports game or shopping or whatever you're doing on this beautiful day here in the Willamette Valley, that's the score. 24-6, Boise State leads Oregon. And Anthony, there's still a half of football to play, but they're in trouble. There's no question about it.
Well, Boise State, you need to give them some credit. The offensive line for Boise State is doing a great job of protecting Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, he's having a field day. I mean, he's doing anything he wants to do. And the play calling for the offense and the defense of Boise State, great job by the coaches.
And it looks like Jeremiah Masoli, there's an issue there. So that means it's Chris Harper. There's nobody else.
Well, you're right, Joe. Sorry about that. Chris Harper is the man right now. The spotlight's on him. But the key is, can he throw the football down the field? An interception, we got to figure out what he can do throwing the ball.
And trailing by 18 points, that means, you got to try to find a way to throw, probably, to try to come back in the game. If Oregon is able to come back, it'll be one of the greatest comebacks in their history. That's how far down they are here at 24-6 at halftime. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the first half highlights brought to you by Oregon Community Credit Union. And, they were moving the ball early. There's the hit. And, Anthony, that's just an ejection. I mean, there's just no excuse for that. And for that to happen and there not to be an ejection, they took the penalty. It's almost like they said, you know what? We're happy to take the penalty.
That's bad.
Absolute cheap shot.
That's very bad right there. And he led with his head. But then all of a sudden you got the young guy, LeGarrette Blunt, who's coming through trying to do something. Yes, he can't do it by himself, but he can do a whole lot.
So now Oregon's down to just the one quarterback. And then you see Kellen Moore, their quarterback, only been hit a couple times today. He's had guys wide open. And you're right, the play action has been the biggest thing.
The play action has been huge. And also, the Oregon has to protect the football. You don't give yourself a chance when you turn the ball over, and then you have a hot Boise State offense back on the field.
Boise State has made some big plays as well, a big catch there. And then, they had a big fourth down play, and just to find a way to get in the end zone, and Ian Johnson scores there. And just like that, Anthony, here they are, leading this one 24-6, and their 5,000 or so fans are having a big day here, and it leaves Oregon with a lot of trouble here, deciding what to do, because even though the fans are frustrated they're not throwing the ball, Harper threw an interception when he threw the ball, and so with nobody else to go to after Masoli got knocked out, now what do you do?
Well, it's very simple. When you look at the football team for Oregon, the defense and offense, they're not making any plays. Boise State, they came to play. They're making the big play, the big long catch by Childs. So Oregon has to come out here on offense. They have to make some plays to win this football game.
We're at halftime here. Boise State has the lead. Special guests coming up for you. Aaron Brooks here in a little while. We'll have that and more here at halftime.
By the English rock band, The Who. Here he is.
Okay. You're supposed to be my friend.
Up with the sunrise, you'll be staring out through the window on the day I'll be waking shadow cast on the covers of your bed. Give me another waking moment.
Since 1938, equipment owners throughout the West have counted on Papay companies to keep them moving. And when you need equipment solutions for your business, you can count on Papay. At 60 locations stretching from Bakersfield to Bellingham, the nearly 2,000 employee members of Papay are ready to exceed your equipment expectations for sales, rentals, parts, and superior service. Experience the Papay difference for your business equipment needs. Papay, we keep you moving.
say, go, go!
Diligently prepared for this program.
And 3 o'clock snuck up on us today.
Determine it by whether they make me laugh or not. I'll probably laugh just to be nice.
You're rooting for the Blazers, obviously, and you look at how good LA is.
And I still think gambling's shady.
If you get 4 out of 5 questions right, we'll give you 2 tickets.
Stumbled upon something great here, folks. Yes. The Fan with Isaac and Big Soup, weekdays at 3, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Welcome back, everyone. It's our AT&T halftime report. Boise State leads Oregon 24-6. After a lot of things went wrong for Oregon, it started out really with a late hit on Jeremiah Masoli, knocking him out of the game. And the Broncos lead it 24-6 over Oregon, and trying to find a way here in the second half to get something going at all. It's going to have to happen on the ground. There's still time, Anthony.
Well, it's got to be a team effort. The offense has to play better, the defense and special teams. Jarrisburg, maybe another kickoff or punt return for a touchdown.
Ducks do get the ball first in the second half, and Oregon will try to stay undefeated on this young season. They're having great success not just on the football field, but across the board as well, as all of the fall sports are ranked in the top 25 right now, and gives you a chance to take a look at the Oregon cross-country team. They're underway this season. They have some big meets coming up, and the Pac-10 meet is coming up later on here in Eugene. It's actually at Springfield Country Club, and the Duck men are the defending national champions. They will look to defend that championship later on this year, and they're the favorite to do so. The Duck women as well are expected to compete for a national championship. They finished second last year. Then you've got volleyball. The Oregon volleyball team made it to the Sweet 16 a year ago, and all of the players from that team are back this year, so they hope to make a run again to the Sweet 16 and beyond. Jim Moore and his team playing very, very well so far. They're ranked in the top 15. And then the Oregon soccer team with some great wins to start the season. They're not a ranked team, but they have had a very good run here early in the season. Coach Tara Erickson and the Ducks have won a few games. They won yesterday 3-0, and they've won 5 games in a row. So they're off to a great start this year. A very young soccer team for the Ducks this season. They get ready to start Pac-10 play here in a week and a half. And then maybe the one sport that is not ranked for sure because they're just starting. And there's the first team meeting of the Oregon baseball team as they start workouts here, fall workouts. George Horton's group here, and boy, Anthony, it's a little odd to see the baseballs and the gloves here at the University of Oregon, but there is your first Oregon baseball team in 28 years. Here's Oregon head coach George Horton.
They're all on a level playing field. We've got certain guys that we think are better in their recruitment process than others, but this will be my first impression. So they could have been Mr. All-American last year, but if they don't play well now, all I can see is what they do now. And the other side of that is they could have been a long shot to make our team, but if they shine, they might be inserted into a starting position at the culmination of the fall. So it's really exciting for them that they have an opportunity to come in here and say, I want to be a starting player at the University of Oregon, and they have that opportunity to do so.
Well, that's the first team meeting. I went out yesterday. They had a nice scrimmage yesterday, and there's a lot of good players on this team. You're going to see some recruiting news coming out in the next couple of weeks. Collegiate baseball is going to rank Oregon's recruiting class as number 2 in the nation.
Well, that brings chills to my back. I was a baseball player, Joe, and I wish I played baseball. And if Oregon had a baseball team, I would have played on that baseball team, no doubt.
And, of course, this week Oregon just announced a big game at PK Park. The start of the game season will be against Fresno State here on February 21st at the emerging PK Park. As you see, it's just dirt right now. But then Oregon will play games there, and also 2 games in Portland against Oregon State in late March. Those tickets will be available on by Ticketmaster coming up in October. It's halftime here in Eugene.
Hi, I'm Tony Romo. I've agreed to have myself doubled in size so that you never forget that new lemon-flavored Pepsi NFL kickoff gives you double Pepsi stuff points. With double stuff points, you can earn lots of cool stuff twice as fast, like MP3s, electronics, and even chances to win free trips. Because double really is better. Also available in diet.
For a limited time, get double stuff points when you drink lemon-flavored Pepsi NFL kickoff and earn lots of cool stuff twice as fast.
You are the purpose of our work.
The reason
we run.
The reason we serve.
We will treat you with respect.
Like our family and friends. Because you
have feelings and emotions.
We are dependent.
Dependent on you, the lifeblood. The lifeblood.
The lifeblood
of our company.
We will treat you
like our business depends on it.
Because it does.
Because it does.
Because it does.
If you think all denture offices are the same, here's something to chew on. For over 30 years, the most respected denturists in the United States have been right here in Oregon. Natural Dentures has been pioneering new techniques and procedures not available at other offices for years.
Give us 30 minutes and we'll have you smiling again.
Visit Natural Dentures in Eugene, Corvallis, Salem, or online at naturaldentures.com.
Next week on Blazer Dancers, the Sweet 16.
It's all leading up to Blazer Dancer Finals and the biggest dance of the girls' lives.
All I did was the best that I could, and that's all. I'm really excited.
Who will survive the cut and who will make it to the big show?
We can see more and more separation between the ones who can and the ones who can't.
As the dream for the Sweet 16 continues.
Don't miss new episodes of Blazer Dancers, the Sweet 16, Monday nights at 8:30.
Welcome back. It's our halftime report, brought to you by AT&T here at Austin Stadium. Boise State leads at 24-6 over the Oregon Ducks, who are down to one quarterback after just 4 games now. Chris Harper's going to have to try to take it the rest of the way, it looks like. Here's our by-mark scoreboard. Top 25 games today. Missouri all over Buffalo. Alabama blows out Arkansas. Ohio State over Troy. And North Carolina State versus the East Carolina bubble. Florida is over Tennessee 20-0 here at halftime, and Penn State all over Temple. Around the Pac-10 Conference, Arizona and UCLA are into the third. The Wildcats have a 7-point lead. And then coming up later tonight, a big one, Georgia against Arizona State. And joining me here, we've talked about all the other sports in Oregon. Joining me now, he's wearing a football jersey, but he's a basketball guy. Aaron Brooks joins us of the Houston Rockets. Welcome back, Aaron.
Oh, it's good to be back. It's always much love when I come here.
Aaron, this isn't the kind of game that I know you'd hoped you'd see so far. It's not going very well, is it?
We're taking one on the chin right now, but we've been a second half team this year, so hopefully we can bring it back.
How about for you, Aaron, with the Houston Rockets? You had a great first rookie year and getting in it. I mean, what have you learned about the NBA that you think will really help you in year number 2?
That is hard work. You know, you got to see the good side when you're out there playing basketball, but there's a lot of work that's involved in it. So hopefully, I can move up in the rotation and get consistent minutes and just be ready to play.
What was the biggest thing about your rookie year in the NBA, to go out and play with guys like Yao Ming and all the great players around the league, and to see the stars and play 82 games, and maybe you talk a little bit about how different it was for you than college ball?
To be honest, it's a lot easier playing with them guys. I mean, you're not looked to do that much. Play defense, get the ball to Yao, get the ball to T-Mac, and now we have Ron Artest, so to make my job a lot easier, just make sure they get the ball in the spots they need it and be ready to help out and hit shots down when they need it.
How about your schedule? What happens now? You're going to, go to work, I think, this week, right? And then you get ready to play some games right away.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Basketball season around the corner. It's a good time, It seemed like just yesterday the game's ended, but I'm ready to go again.
Well, it's sure great to have you here, Aaron. Maybe a prediction or a thought about, what would you say to those guys at halftime? You've been in situations where you've been down at halftime. What would you say to them?
You got to score points to win the game, air it out.
Let them throw it, all right. All right, Aaron Brooks, everybody. Thanks for coming, Aaron. We sure appreciate it. And best of luck to you, Aaron. All right?
Thank you. Good to be back.
Aaron Brooks, everyone, of the Houston Rockets. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes with us. And we get ready for the second half here at Austin. Boise State with the lead over Oregon.
It's not all fun and games when you're a mascot. Every year I find myself where the season always ends meets the bills never stop. You know that place where you realize even a squirrel can't live off peanuts? Well, maybe you don't, but believe me, I'm there.
Here's a way to score on savings.
Nice.
Switch your car insurance to State Farm. You'll save big, plus get a payment plan that fits your budget. Call, click, or visit and start saving today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You know I wear this everywhere.
Guarantee RV Center has always been known for bargains.
Guarantee RV is expanding with more bargains than ever. Bring your family and enjoy grand opening specials. Every trailer, van camper, fifth wheel, and truck camper is at an unheard of rock bottom price. More makes, more models, and flat out more units than any dealer in Oregon. You'll save thousands with prices posted on most pre-owned units. Plus, register to win great prizes. It's all happening right now at the world famous Guarantee RV. We don't just sell fun, we guarantee it.
Get the year's best savings for a limited time during the model year-end clearance sale at Kendall Ford. Save on the fuel-efficient 2008 Ford Focus, now just $11,988. Save another $500 when you finance it. Or take advantage of the best deals of the year on Ford trucks, like these 2008 Ford F-150 4x4 crew cabs. Save over $11,000 off MSRP. Finance and you'll save another $1,000. Hurry in, offer ends soon. The model year factory clearance sale going on now, only at Kendall Ford.
I'm at that place where say goodbye to being a bachelor means time to buy our first house. You know, we're combining things like cars and bank accounts and furniture. And
Everything but your stinky futon.
but the only thing missing is more money. Believe me, I'm there.
Here's a little housewarming gift. State Farm can save you nearly $600 just by insuring your car and home together. Call, click, or visit and start saving today.
Talk to your local State Farm agent, Heidi Pollack, in Eugene.